Hello everyone, I'm Thom. Since this coronavirus disruption started, I've been occasionally hosting this vlog to eat beef jerky and connect across the internet. The beef jerky part is silly and pointless. I'm not a food critic. But this vlog has let me explore some fun ideas with you, especially regarding game design, and I plan to keep doing it. So it is the 8th of June. Why do I always do that? Because the April 4th is April is the fourth month, and it's my only real anchor. And so whenever I think of a month like July, I have to think from April. April 4, April, May, June, July. So that's 4 plus 3 is 7. So July is the seventh month. My brain works in mysterious and not efficient ways. At any rate, my brain also thinks about game design all the time. And I would like to share a picture with you today. So this picture is interesting because number one, you can see through it. That just means it's got transparency, which means that not only does it carry the red, green, and blue colors in each of its pixels, its dots, it also carries a translucency value, and that allows any artist or game developer to basically overlay one piece of art on top of another smoothly. But that's not really the point of what I'm trying to show you. The point I'm showing you is that um, this is art designed to be used in a video game, so I can have lots of characters. Almost 60? Yeah, almost 60 different faces here. I did not make this art. I purchased a license to use it in a video game. It was part of a very large humble bundle from humblebundle.com at the time. This very timed things. A very large humble bundle of art assets designed to be used in video games that I could license. And I paid $35 for this gigantic pile of really nice looking video game art. Now, I do that because, well, $35 doesn't seem like a lot of money to me, and because I'm always thinking about, oh boy, I want to see that new piece of art, and it gives me great ideas for new games. Obviously, this art is for use in some sort of fantasy or medieval game, more than likely, more or less. Um, but I guess what I'm trying to get to is I've been saying most of my life that it's easier than ever for a small indie game developer to make really great games and and get them out there where people can see them. Not that people can see them because we're still in the indie apocalypse where there's too many games and there's too much games, and so everybody gets lost in the noise and no one can find a great game, more or less. Um, Certainly nobody can find my game. What does that mean? But more specifically, I'm talking about the the assets and tools and structures available to let an indie game developer make games. I'm saying not only is it easier than it ever has been before, but that's something I've been saying for a very, very, very long time, showing very clearly that there's been a solid trend for decades. Every single decade, it's easier to make a video game than the decade before. In fact, every single year, it seems to get easier to make a video game than ever before. Right now, there are people working hard on what's called no code solutions. And no code solutions are a good idea, but they've never been a new idea, really. The truth is that um, a lot of systems have been built over the years that promise to say, well, here's a structure that lets you build video games, and you don't really need a program in order to use our structure. Well, the truth is that they hide the programming in various ways. They give you lots of data instead of lots of code. They give you encapsulated code that's modularized so you can grab it, move it around, and plug it into places without really understanding what goes on inside the module too much. Um, and ultimately, you usually a system like that, a no-code system, has code in the back end, and a door, a very clearly marked door that you can open if you actually want to go back inside where the code is, but you can leave it closed and do most everything you want to, without opening that door. Um, I don't have a problem with any of that, but I'm old, and because of that, I did it the old way. I learned to program, and I made my games with programming, and so far be it from me to shake my fist and say those kids today. Um, that would be foolish. That would be old manish. I would be righteously called OK Boomer at that point. And I don't want to be. I think that the democratization of art um, is generally always a good thing. Um, but I think that, especially when it comes to video games, people don't understand how far that democratization has gone. Shockingly, shockingly gone. Like, if you really were thinking, oh, I really want to make a video game, but it's too hard, you just don't have any more excuses. It gets easier every year, and this year is easier than any year ever. And me showing you what I got, a little piece of what I got for just $35, is me trying to express that to you. Dang easy to make video games these days, no matter what your skill level is. Alright, that's enough of my blah blah rant high horse. It's time for Jerky. And guess what? We are continuing on our path through mythical meats. We're halfway through this bag, randomly drawing a new weirdly flavored beef stick and eating it and seeing what it's like. We've done amazing things like dragon and phoenix and chupacabra. Um, so we're halfway home. Let's try another one today. Pick randomly out of the bag, just grab and blah blah blah. All right, I'll take this one. All right, what is this one? This is Griffin. Whee! There we go. And what does it say here in the fine print? Ostrich snack stick. This is interesting. I am not even sure that I've ever eaten ostrich meat before. In any case, it's much more of a beef stick or a meat stick than it is actual ostrich meat because it's been highly processed. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I will open it up here. Got my drink in handy just in case it turns out to be horrible. Here we go. Griffin. Ostrich meat. Well, I gotta say, it's definitely a lighter meat than the beef. Um, it's also more exactly what I expect from a beef stick. I would say that this tastes more mainstream beef stick than any of the mythical meats I've tasted before. It shares the good value of being not too greasy, which all these mythical meats seems to do. All beef sticks are somewhat greasy, but some of them are more greasy than others, and this is not very greasy as beef sticks go. Um, but yeah, okay, and it wasn't too hot, and it frankly wasn't as bold as like the chupacabra and others. I would say that this is, for all its griffin, I can say it ain't dragon. Okay. So, I don't think that I have anything in the mailbag. Um, nope. Not as far as I can see. So, but I appreciate any mail you send me. Sending me a comment on Facebook, send me a comment on YouTube, and if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of these crazy episodes, you can always hit the little bell icon on YouTube. So, at any rate, Griffin beef stick, actually ostrich meat, turned out to be one of the less exciting, but one of the more palatable of the mythic meats that we've had. And we're on the downside. We only have 4 more left in this bag, and then we'll have to figure out something else to eat. All right. I really appreciate you being with me. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.